beautiful soul, and welcome to the House of Healing. I am your host, Lady Spellbreaker, and I'm here to say thank you. And I wish you a very, very Merry Christmas. I hope that you all, during this season, remember to take really good care of yourself. This whole channel is about taking care of yourself, actually. Taking care of ourselves, making time and space in our lives. You know, we are natural nurturers. Lots of us are, especially if you operate with feminine energy. And it can, if we don't know about boundaries, turn into like people pleasing and things because we want to nurture and we want to help others and we want to give to others. And during these times of year, this time of year, the holidays, it's not always glorious for everyone. This is actually a season of kind of slowing down. Here in the northern hemisphere, it gets cold, we have snow, the earth slows down, everything slows down, except for in retail. In retail, it's holiday madness. And so, above all else, we have to remember to take care of ourselves in this process. Let me make sure something here. It is public. So I thank you all who have been here throughout this year healing, even though I've been kind of like taking time away for now. And I'm very, very grateful for all my subscribers, all you subscribers. As a matter of fact, we just hit 2,000 subscribers last night. It was kind of rocking between 1990 and 2000 for a little bit here. And, you know, if all you beautiful souls weren't coming here to gather to learn more about healing and taking care of yourself, then this channel wouldn't even exist. So I'm grateful for you, beautiful soul. Whoever you are listening, we're very grateful for all of you. This is quite the journey here. And in all honesty, whether you celebrate the birth of the sun up in the sky, no matter what you call the sun, it's a glorious day. If you can see how beautiful it is outside. No matter what you name the sun, it's going to shine the same all over the flat earth or the globe. Whatever you prefer, whatever your perspective is. Hello, Road Trip Eddie. How are you? Happy holidays to you. You know, the sun, it is like 60 degrees here today. It is so glorious. I almost should go for a walk. We should go for a nature walk because it was just like -20 wind chill and my car wouldn't start and winter hit us real hard all of a sudden and I was almost frozen. I just wanted to crawl under my blanket. I didn't want to change into my workout clothes. I was eating oatmeal just to stay warm, moving around a lot more just to stay warm, or snuggle up under my blankets, my heated blanket and on the mattress pad. And so you know, I am just absolutely amazed at where this life is taking us. Oh, I probably need some air in my tires. I need to put air in my car tires. Now I have a mechanic. I'm so happy about that. And one of my coworkers said his car is falling apart and he's got to take it to the junkyard for an engine. It's too much money. And if I want the air conditioner out of it, which my air conditioner is not working because it was an accident. So, hello, Lori. Merry Christmas. You know, it doesn't really matter what. It's so funny to me when I hear people. I just listen to people now without trying to correct them a lot. and listen to their perspective on things and just let it be. Let it be. Let everybody, like people, the holistic psychologist posted that people are not projects. We don't need to find people that we need to fix or change or manage or control. And that's so true. We are not projects. We're not like a broke down chair that needs refinished and things. And that is a lot of what's happening in this world. And I'm really just listening to people's stories about Jesus. And now that I've been tracking the Wiccan calendar and the wheel of the year and the changing of the sun, it's spelled S-U-N. And then there's the Son, Jesus. But his name is different all over the world. If you really just open your eyes and you don't just go down the rabbit hole of the Bible, if you just look at Horus and you look at other sons of the Virgin, and the traveling of the 3 days and the death and the resurrection and all of it, and you look at the names and the stories, some of them are even female goddesses. Can you believe that? Once upon a time there was a feminine goddess. There are goddesses of the sun. But right now we just went through the period of the winter solstice, and I could show you proof of all my plants in the other room. Some are blooming amaryllises. They're responding to the sun. And it's 60 degrees and the sun's beautiful out there. We could go for a walk. You guys want to? I got my new sneakers on. But my phone is we got half a battery. And it's a beautiful day out right here in the Midwest today. And it's supposed to be almost 65 degrees tomorrow. And on Christmas. For Christmas, Jesus is going to shine bright from the sky. Everybody, as I even looked at Hatha Yoga, it means sun and moon. Can you believe that? If you look at the sun and the moon and the sun and the moon and the sun and the moon, the mother and the father, it takes a feminine and a masculine to create the trinity of creation. It takes a male and a female. So the turning of the wheel is going. I just got my grandma an amaryllis. This is the rebirth of the sun. So someone told me not long ago, if you've ever followed Bible teachings, that Easter and Christmas are actually flipped around. That Jesus' birth is actually in March, like April. His birth, and then his death, because, the death of the sun is actually 3 days before Christmas. It's that when the sun's at its very darkest before it goes. That's what all these Stonehenge and things were. There was this moment of stillness just recently, the winter solstice. It has everything to do with the sun, S-U-N. Like the sun up in the sky. Solar flares. The Bible says that when Jesus comes again, nobody will miss it. The day of the Lord, he's going to be blazing from the sky like the sun, blazing. No one can hide from it. No one's going to miss it. There's nowhere anybody can run. There's nowhere anybody can hide from the day of the Lord. Matthew 24, actually. And I've heard that Jesus was not actually born on December 25th whatsoever. And so for me, the holidays are very different. And I see lots of things very, very, very differently. And I'm just listening to my coworker tell me about how Mary traveled and she was pregnant and they didn't have a car back then. So they traveled for the 3 days. And if you really think of the story of Jesus, we tell about Mary's immaculate conception, how she just miraculously got pregnant, and it sounds almost like a fairy tale. If you're telling it to like maybe a 13-year-old who has a lot of questions, or maybe they're 15 and they really, like my niece, when my mom tells my little 4-year-old nephew that Jesus lives up in the sky, where do you think it is that Jesus is living? He's actually going to Bible school now. He goes to a Lutheran church school, my nephew. So he bows his head and he prays, and he's going to learn to sing Jesus songs all day long and stuff. So he's learning all about Jesus. And I'm really saddened at the miraculous message that Jesus tried to give the world and what Christmas has really come down to. Because Jesus Christ of Nazareth, who was born in a manger, he traveled on foot. He didn't even have Birkenstocks. And he had a message. And he didn't live in a $1 billion house on the beach. He had a message for the people. He had a message for the ones who slowed down to listen. He had a message for the ones who weren't fussing in the kitchen. Like the story of Mary and Martha. We got 2 concurrent viewers and 4 likes. Thank you so much. Jesus does live in our hearts. That is a huge message. That is a huge message. Because when Jesus came and went, he said, I'm going to leave you with the Holy Spirit. So he is in our hearts. And I'm just really, as much as Jesus has really been a huge part of my life, it seems like a lot of the truth about Jesus' teachings has been lost, especially during Christmas. That on the rush of holiday madness and spending and running around and busy, we forget just really what the message Jesus brought to this world was. And how Jesus works in our lives. And he was a very, very humble man. He was not in it for the money at all. He had a message. He carried a cross uphill both ways before they hung him on it. He went to jail. Jesus went to jail. Most of Jesus' best disciples were locked up. And for years now, since I really dedicated myself, I never ever would have thought that I would become an ambassador for Jesus the way I have. If you would have looked at Road Trip, Eddie was here. He knows that I used to be preaching the Gospels right here on YouTube. I got up and prayed and preached like a preacher with power. And sometimes we can start veering off in different directions. But I feel like the Holy Spirit moved through me during those times. This is really part of why I spend a lot of time alone. Somebody asked me last night at work if I was single, and I said yes. And he said, do you like to be single? And I said, absolutely. Absolutely. because I'm actually doing work for God here. And I don't really have time for distractions. And I really feel like there's so much, like I really am on a mission. And I know what it is. Like I can work so good in the middle of the night when the whole world's asleep. I work so good because I'm really close to like the spirit. It's really quiet. There's no interruptions. No one's texting. No one's messaging. I don't go check all that Facebook or any of that stuff, and I can just be in my zone. Connected straight to spirit. But spirit really works in miraculous ways. You can get your energy moving through praise, worship, singing, hallelujah, chanting, whatever works for you. Yesterday, I was in praise mode all morning long. I was singing worship music, gospel songs. He's a Chain Breaker by Zach Williams. And I'll tell you, when we were in church, in prison, just like Jesus, just like Apostle Paul, when they were praising so hard that the prison walls fell down. We were praising, singing hallelujah in the church. The sun came beaming in, Bible pages was flipping and stuff. And I would just look at the girl next to me like, can you really see this? Miracles take place when you raise your vibration. Seriously. I've been talking to my therapist about this too. And how the angels can reach us. This is part of what I was learning in the angel messages classes. The angels reach us better when we raise our vibration. If we're stuck in these lower vibrations, sitting around stagnant all the time, seriously, we got to raise our vibration, raise our energy. Get your energy flowing. That's your morning miracle. So what do you guys do? I posted that on the communion tab about 3 or 4 times now. And only 2 people have liked it. And only 2 people have left a comment. And it is, what is your miracle morning? What do you do every morning? Because lots of people are struggling right now. I know personally, other people like myself who are having emotional outbursts, anger. There's too much going on. There's too much happening too fast. Like my work. My stress level has skyrocketed since I went back to overnight stocking during the holidays, where we've got double the amount of stock to put out because it's all Christmas stuff. And it's cold and flu season in the health and beauty department. And I got to go in at midnight on Christmas night because everything's going on clearance, all the winter stuff. And I'm on the pricing team now. So I'm switching because I want less stress in my life. People with post-traumatic stress disorders don't need any extra stress in their life whatsoever. At all. When you were in jail, you thanked him for alone time when the other girls went to church. Me too. I used to stay on the unit and fast. When all the girls went to chow hall, they would all go not to church. They would go to eat dinner, lunch, wherever, and the whole unit got quiet. It was so quiet in there when there was normally about 80 women in there watching Jerry Springer and Maury Povich, and then who's the other guy? Steve Wilkos, all in a row. All the most dramatic shows you could ever have up until lunchtime, and then they all leave and the whole unit got quiet. I could go in my cell and have a peace and quiet. I was like, hallelujah, 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 for peace and quiet, hallelujah. So that was that moment. That's why I started getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so I could read my books in quiet while my roommates were sleeping and stuff. And that's really when I got the closest. I started fasting. I was reading in the Bible about fasting. I asked God, is fasting important? If fasting is important, dear Jesus, if fasting is important, please put some more information about fasting in my path. Then I go to the prison library, and right there on a shelf is a book about fasting. And I said, thank you, Jesus. You know, it was a couple days later. It didn't happen like in an instant. God doesn't just say, oh, you need a book on fasting? Here you go, and deliver it like right in your hands right away. You got to just be patient. There's 3 answers you can get from God: yes, no, and wait. So we learn patience, that we don't always get what we want when we want it. Even though we like fast food and we like fast, we like everything to be fast, and we like to not have to do too much work for it, right? But sometimes we do have to wait. The couple thieves that stuck around. Yeah, I see you're in a real peaceful spot, road trip, Eddie. But listen, some people are really struggling this time of year. This time of year is not always easy for people. It could be financially hard. Some people don't have a lot of money to spend on presents, on a big holiday meal, and things like that. So that's why it is always good to even think of others and pay it forward in ways that we can, right? Like, it's so chaotic in my life right now that I've got papers all over the floor. I did clean the gym, though. I wake up just going. I got so much to do. I've been wrapping presents all day, and I've slept like 5 hours. I live on like 5 hours. Get up for some hours, do stuff, work out, do my things, work, sleep again for 5 hours, and do some more things. But as soon as January 1st rolls around, okay, here. Yes, I do have a Course in Miracles. As a matter of fact, it's right here. One of those free prison books. If you had stamps in jail, you could get all the free books in the world. All you had to do was write the people and say, hey, I'm Heather. And I would like to know if you have any free books. And they'll send you some books. Yeah, that's a good one. As a matter of fact, this bookmark is on lesson 111 in the back of the workbook for students, A Course in Miracles. The only complete edition. A workbook for students, a manual for teacher, clarification of terms. For morning and evening review, lesson 111 says 91, miracles are seen in light. 92, miracles are seen in light, and light and strength are one. When it says miracles are seen in light, see, this is where the light is returning. Right now, the light, the sun is coming. We're going to get more and more light all the way until June 21st now, throughout the year. In a flat earth model, the sun goes out to the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. So it goes on the outer wheel where it's further away from us now, and it would be going over like Australia and stuff because they're going into a different season right now. Miracles are seen in light says, I cannot see in darkness. Let the light of holiness and truth light up my mind and let me see the innocence within. You know what we're here for? That's the crazy thing. Lots of people think we need to do all this and do all that, and we're really, truly here to remember who we are. That's it. We are here to remember who we are, and we're here to transmute our addictions, transmute the past, do our shadow work, right? And evolve into our higher self. That's what we're here for. We're here to transcend all of our addictions, healing the past trauma and things, and we're here to keep evolving into our higher self. All the way, that's what we're doing. And the more healed we are, the more we evolve, and we start being like a teacher, whether we really planned on it or liked it or not. That I wanted to be a kindergarten teacher when I was younger and work with kids, but I'm working with all the children now. Teaching the adults, right, what we need to do to make the world a better place for the children. Miracles are seen in light, and light and strength are one. I see through strength the gift of God to me. That's number 8, the strength card. My weakness is the dark. His gift dispels by giving me his strength to take its place. So every hour for this lesson 111, we got 17 concurrent viewers. Welcome, beautiful souls, and 7 likes. Thank you all for the likes. On the hour, you say miracles are seen in light. On the half hour, you say miracles are seen in light and strength are one. And don't ever forget that we also are one. You know, this book is real deep, the Course in Miracles, because it talks about this chair. Until we give this chair right here, you could call it a hard chair or a soft chair. And until you start putting adjectives on it, this is just a chair. We can start describing it any way we want to and give it personal opinions about whether it's a good chair or a bad chair. Is it an easy chair? Is it, like some things are just opinions and some things are facts. You as well have a good Christmas. And here's another message. If you're spending Christmas alone, 7 concurrent viewers and 7 likes, and you're all alone and you're sad because you don't have any family to spend it with, or maybe nobody got you the presents that you wanted, or life isn't so great to you right now and times are tough, whatever, do something good for yourself. Even if you don't have a whole lot of money, you can find things to go do for free. Anytime, anywhere. There's always little things going on anywhere. And you could always go to church. You could go to, if you're an addict or alcoholic, they always have NA and AA meetings for sober people. If you want to go to a party where people are not drinking or using drugs, they do have parties. And if you go to a meeting, they will tell you about those parties so that you're not spending the holidays alone. So that you can call your friends that are in recovery and call your sponsor and make sure you're hanging around with sober people who are not drinking and not using drugs. That way you are safe during the holidays and you're not going to relapse. Because those things are very important. And lots of things change when we start making those changes. When we get sober, we really got to have people we can turn to that are in recovery. Like, honestly, if I didn't have my therapist, I would be totally lost without her, because she helps me. I can talk to her about absolutely everything, and she can help me see things more clearly. One thing that I'm learning is people with complex PTSD can have a hard time with relationships because we have a hard time trusting people. And I'm really learning so much about what it's done to shape my brain, years of repeated abuse and things, and how much it takes to stay dedicated to the healing path. And my friend Jesus has guided me to some pretty good teachings about healing the nervous system and the ultimate discernment along the way. And I'm telling you, when the universe is transpiring to work for you and you're on the right path, doors will open quickly and easily without having to manipulate or control anything. When it is in alignment for your highest good, and you are on the path, and you say, listen, this is the path I'm on, and I'm not going back, right? This is where I'm going, and you make that dedication to the universe. Once I actually spoke it into existence and said, Jesus, whatever you want me to do, you just show me the way. And don't let me miss the road signs. Lots of times when I start going the wrong direction, Jesus puts a big roadblock with red signs, red flags. Alert, alert, danger. Sometimes I even get sick. And I don't get sick very often. So when I come down with a real nasty sickness, I gotta really check everything in my life. Where I'm giving my energy to, who I'm in, who I'm having in my life, what amount of stress it's putting on my body, all of that stuff. You gotta totally be sober-minded. This is honestly, it says that in the Bible. Stay vigilant and sober-minded because your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking to steal, kill, and destroy. That's 1 Peter 5 and 8. See, I studied. But they didn't really tell us that the enemy was our higher self, our saint, right? The Jesus is your higher self. And your enemy, the devil, is your lower self. So we have to resist the own temptations inside of ourselves. They tell you that devil's out there, right? You got to be able to have the strength of a warrior to get through it. Lori, did you see yesterday? I got this on it's on subscriber only mode for 3 minutes. I think it's better that way because then when you don't have trolls. Trolls do not stick around. They don't subscribe unless they're getting attention. If somebody's reacting to whatever they're saying in the chat. And if they don't get the reaction, they move along quickly. Although real dedicated trolls are very, very tricky, and sometimes they don't go away for years and years. I almost can still feel people who come under different names years later, and I have to really discern whether I should just go ahead and block the person or not. Yeah, that sounds like so-and-so again. And then I feel bad if it's not, but it is like I'm tired of the mind games on social media. To be honest, I got way better things to do with my life. I'm busy. I'm very, very busy with that. So what's the one thing good that Jesus did for you this year? What did Jesus do for you? Jesus has opened up some doors for me this year. Let me tell you that. Close some doors. We got closure. Closure. I need to tell you this. Hold on a second. You know what happened? The other day I was talking about the hermit. Where'd the hermit go? Did I put him up? Okay, the hermit. Because we're in the year 9, right? Here's the hermit card. And I got out the magician, which is number 1. But then, when I actually, right before I did the members oracle, which was the Fool's Embrace, the members oracle card. And it's funny because the radical acceptance card flew out too. And in this was talking about radical acceptance, the Fool's Embrace. The Fool begins the journey in the tarot deck. Even though the Fool is number 0, this shamanic dream, Shaman's Dream Oracle is what it's called. 22 is actually the world. There are 22 tarot cards in the tarot deck. I really want to get a Thoth deck, but my friend Hawk has one. He has so much stuff. If I ever make it over to the East Coast again, hold on, let me rephrase that. When I make it to the East Coast again, I'm going to meet up with Hawk because he's got some things. One of the decks is the Celestial Tarot that has the Ophiuchus Five of Cups in it. So this talked about radical acceptance. And the Fool's Embrace is transmuting pain. And then when I really was thinking about it, I'd had the One card, which is the Magician. No, the journey starts with the Fool. The new beginnings start with the Fool. And there are 22 paths in the Tree of Life here. Returning to yourself, remembering who you are in the Kabbalah. Oh yeah, see, that's a wonderful wish. Your grandson was born beautiful and healthy, and he is a beautiful, sweet baby. So, let me see this. There's the Empress with the baby. See her? She's got a baby. And this is going to be our hello, Izzy, and welcome. Happy holidays, whatever it is you celebrate. See, people celebrate different things all over the world. My coworker doesn't know anything about the 4th of July and stuff. He says, what's the next one? Like the holiday as we're setting up the store? Because he's from Pakistan. So he doesn't really understand. Happy holidays to you. And I told him the 4th of July and Memorial Day kind of go together. It's all red, white, and blue, but they represent something different here in America. I'm looking for the Fool card. Give me a moment. Number 0. See the Fool? The Fool starts the journey. I hope you're doing well and taking absolute best care of yourself. We're going into the year of the one. And so I ask my viewers who are a part of this journey to think about what you want to bring into the year of 2026. The Fool is the one who takes a leap of faith into the journey. And that's where you start the journey, return to yourself. The tarot deck starts with the Fool in the major arcana. There's 22 major arcana. And you go to the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, and then the Hierophant, or it's the Faith card. It's a journey, and they're all archetypes, and it's a return to yourself. Think of that song by Enigma. Return to yourself. If you want, then start to laugh. If you must, then start to cry. Be yourself, don't hide. Just believe in destiny. What does this really mean for radical acceptance? What do you think? Well, I'm not pulling cards for everyone right now, because I think Lori's got to go. If we started doing that, we'd be here all day. These are just the cards that I did for this is the card that I put on the community tab for my members. So if you want to see it, you can join this channel, and it's over on it's the card of the week. I do one every week for members. And then I do a members monthly drawing that you must be present for once a month for my members. And it's only 99 cents a month. Oh, you are going to be in 2 places. How funny, how funny. What if we read this radical acceptance card? How about I read this radical acceptance card? Beloved radical acceptance. Number 2. We got card number 22 and number 2, so that's 3 2s. 6. Radical acceptance. The object of affection. Radical acceptance, loving what is. When the beloved appears, it requires 100% of your heart, body, and soul. Don't try to squeeze the beloved into your schedule. Drop the busyness and receive the one you have been waiting for. Know that this card comes as a mirror to show you the divine within and invite your radical acceptance of everything you consider beautiful or ugly in your being. The beloved may not be a person at all. It might be a business venture, a project, or an adventure calling for your full attention. Love it, let it light you up, and give it your all. Surrender to this truth and know that you are gaining a passport to bliss, even when it feels like you're being consumed by the fire of the beloved. Do not hold back or be afraid, for you will emerge transformed. Surrender is the key. Allow yourself to be loved. Usher the harsh critic out the door and shut your eyes and ears to the judgment of others who have not been ignited by the divine blaze consuming you. For they will only attempt to douse your fire and leave you choking on the smoke. Be careful you are not seduced by false promises or falling prey to your extraordinary ability to sabotage your dreams and desires. Sink with and sink into your heart and trust your sense of what is true, and you will know what to do. The true beloved is never false. Every gift offered is valuable. Recognize the many faces of the beloved and welcome them into your heart. You will be so glad you did. And this card came out with the Fool's Embrace. And I'm going to read this because not everybody got it. 1 second. Transmuting pain. So what happens when we hold on to grief? What happens if we got hurt in the past and we hold on to it and we don't transmute it? Did you know, like, depression shrinks the brain when we're in this very low vibe and we stay that way and say, oh, woe is me, my life is awful, so-and-so did such and such, and I just can't come out of this, and I just keep drinking it all away, which alcohol is the lowest root chakra addiction. That's like the lowest vibration. It's a very depressant as well, so alcohol addiction. If you're numbing it all and drinking it all away, you're not dealing with life. That's a fact. If you're not facing your problems, you don't even have to be drinking it away. You could be staying busy, right? And so busy that you're not really dealing with the stuff in your life. That's called avoidance in any way, shape, or form. Lots of people are not going to get the help that they need, not doing the things they need. They didn't want to catch the bus, the train, the boat. We're working on radical acceptance and not having to change people, but we're also not going to be a part of that because we are the change. But we have to transmute our pain. We have to transcend these things. We have to lovingly embrace things, right? This is number 22, so these two cards came out. We have to face things in life. I can testify. We got 8 concurrent viewers and 9 likes. I'm looking for that 99 number. I have a confession to make. The longer we wait, I waited until I was 36 to really start saying, you know what, I need to start making changes in my life. The longer we procrastinate, the bigger the mess it is to clean up. Trust and believe that. That's a fact. Financially, all of it. All of it. I am cleaning up 2 decades of putting things off and not taking care of things from my teeth, right? Self-care and all that goes out the window. Through addiction, alcoholism, depression. My priorities were way out of alignment. And now I'm trying to get all my ducks in my row and get everything cleaned up. And it's a lot to do. It's a big mess I'm cleaning up. And not only that, guess what? I got totes and things of my daughter's mess to clean up, because she sure did not take anything with her to heaven. She didn't even take her body. She left it right here on the floor. No joke. You take nothing with you. So everything that we think we need here in this lifetime, best believe, we take nothing with us, and we leave quite the legacy behind. The Fool's Embrace says transmuting pain, allowing life to love you, the experience of both and. The pain of life is sometimes unbearable. When we're in it, we think that pain, that loss, that betrayal will always be woven through our continuity of existence. We're kept hostage by the way we identify with the pain and what we make it mean. If we let it, it becomes etched into us like a tattoo. You're on my heart just like a tattoo, and I'll always have you. No matter where on the spectrum of pain you find yourself now, whether it be a mild disappointment, or searing loss, it's time to make peace with it. Befriend it. Befriend your pain. Befriend it rather than resisting it, running from it, or judging it as bad or unfair or hostile. Can you see the gift that is here? Surrender to the Fool's Embrace, allowing the truth to envelop you in love and compassion. What if you could learn something amazing from this? What is truly yours will not pass you by. It will not. Something better and perfect for you is waiting elsewhere. And even when God, Creator, takes something from us, trust and believe, as a mother whose daughter has ascended to another dimension before me, that I didn't plan. It shook up my whole life plans, right? Totally rocked my whole world. I had to make new plans. This wasn't in my plan. But trust and believe, so many people are still mad at God for taking their child from them. And they hold on to that. I'm in a lot of groups for mothers who've lost children to fentanyl overdose, angels of fentanyl, things like that. Hello, Julie, and welcome. I'm very grateful for you too. When God takes something from us, I don't want to say, like, this sounds so cliche, like something like someone just says, when God takes something, he'll replace it. Maybe the universe relieved the suffering of my daughter. That alone brings me peace, knowing my daughter's safe with Jesus now, and nobody can ever hurt her again. I was going through hell and high water, trying to keep her safe from people who were giving her drugs and alcohol. I was about to lose my mind with the whole breakdown, trying to keep my daughter alive and safe. And she's safe with Jesus now. And that brings peace to my heart. And she's very happy and free. Yeah, and she's not hurting and running in fear no more. I was just reading some about what complex PTSD does to the amygdala and the brain on one of the therapy things. I just shared a girl doing upside down with straps on a locker, and she was breaking it down what complex PTSD does to the brain. And so feeling safe again, like doing a handstand, it takes great courage. Going to a therapist to go talk about your problems, one of the bravest things we could ever do in the whole world. If you are going to therapy, if you have never reached out for help and said, hey, guess what? My life is a freaking mess, and maybe I need to go talk to somebody about this. maybe sitting at home on my social devices all day talking to people about it. My therapist said that one of the reasons people do go to social media instead is because people can encourage each other in their toxic behaviors as well. Some people, it's a place where nobody's gonna give them, like, call them on their bullshit, so to speak. One of my old therapists, the best thing she ever could say to me was, that's bullshit. If I was feeding her a line of BS, I mean, you need someone to keep it real with you and say, hey, guess what? You're making excuses. That's poor decisions. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes we need somebody to keep it real with us, not somebody to enable us, right? Seriously, I know I did. The fool's embrace. Let's keep going here. What's truly yours? I had to learn this lesson in prison too, because I got kicked out of Bible study. And the chaplain was being real mean to me because I went to Catholic Mass. My friend invited me, and I wanted to see what they did there. And it was very boring. I didn't ever want to go back. It was the same repetitive thing, and it wasn't like church where you get up and praise hallelujah and sing and dance until the sun's beaming and Bible pages are flipping. It was very Catholic Massy, and I didn't enjoy it, but I got in big trouble. And somebody told me, even if that chaplain is taking all this stuff from you, what God's got for you, you're gonna get. No one can stand in the way of what Creator has for you. If it's destined to be for you, and that's what this says, what is truly yours will not pass you by. Something better and perfect for you is waiting elsewhere. If you could come to terms with your liberation and freedom inherent in loss, your broken heart might open up to a greater sense of humanity and compassion. As the narrative of tarot, the Fool will be at the beginning of your life's adventure. Number 1, this 0. It's the Fool begins the journey. So we're going into the year of 1, right? We're closing this year of 9, the Fool. And this card is the Fool's Embrace, number 22. Number 22 is the World. There's 22 cards in the tarot deck. It was very synchronistic because I got out the Magician card, which is number 1. And after I was alive, I said, wait a minute, the Fool's got to be first. Because the Fool takes the leap of faith. As in the narrative of tarot, the Fool will be at the beginning of your life's adventure, and at the end, when you've integrated all the wisdom you've accumulated on the journey. He will never let you down or lie to you. He will, however, teach you how to revel in both the beauty and desperation of life. Both and. This and that. The dark and the light, right? The good and the bad. Revel in it all. The good, the bad, and the ugly will always be true. Remember, the pearl can't be created without the gritty sand causing discomfort and acting as a catalyst in the oyster. Your pearl is discovered in radical acceptance that everything has value. All is well now and will be well. Remember that today as you feel the Fool's Embrace. Yes, 22. And the beloved Radical Acceptance card came out with the Fool's Embrace that day. It's still out here on the table. Both of these. Radical Acceptance. And it was funny because that Fool's Embrace card came out. And I was like, no, we have to go back to the Fool. And those are all 2s. Which is my daughter's number 22. She was 22 years old on 9/9 of 2020. She had just turned 22 exactly 3 weeks to the day earlier. 3 weeks later, on Mars retrograde, 9/9 with the sun still in Leo. Still in Leo on 9/9 of 2020. And if you add up 9 plus 9 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0, it equals 22. There are 22 major arcana in the tarot deck. They resonate to 22 archetypes, starting with the Fool, and ending, oops, wrong deck, with the World. And a book I could recommend if you really want to break down the tarot deck back to the Kabbalah is The Chicken Kabbalah by Don Milo DeQuette, because it'll break down every single card. And it matches the Hebrew letter, and it'll teach you the path through the Kabbalah, the tree of life. And in the Kabbalah, there was a feminine aspect of God. It really breaks it down to the gods and goddesses. As above, so below. The Hebrew alphabet. El is the root word for deity. Eloh is a feminine singular. In other words, a female deity or a goddess. I am is the plural ending for all things that are masculine. Elohim then should be translated either gods and goddesses or dual gender deity. My transgender daughter guided me to this 22 path, return to self. My transgender, dual gendered daughter, we are all dual gendered beings. We have two spirits, two energies in our body. We all have a masculine and a feminine energy. You even have Ida and Pingala. It depends where you really want to go. Look for your information. What words you use, masculine, feminine. We all have those energies. And if you look at your birth chart, you'll be able to tell if you have more. Like that human design thing, Lori, it says I'm a generator. And even if it asks me for my stuff and based it on tropical, that would be my more adult self, because we go into our tropical energy. I'm a tropical Taurus. I'm a true sidereal Aries. My progressed sun is in Taurus. So my tropical sun is my adult self. The sun shifted into Taurus because the sun moves forward 1 degree every single year. Every year the sun moves forward 1 degree. And so we shift into our tropical energy. We weren't born into it. But my sun is in Taurus right now. I'm actually going to have a Venus star point in 2032. When Venus goes back and touches on my sun, Venus is going to be in retrograde for the rest of my life. And I'm very Venusian this year. I really don't care if anybody ascribed. I'm feeling Venus. I'm all in my feels. I am all in my feels more than I am in my analytical anything right now. And I'm really, really stepping away from things. It says I've got endless energy on that human design. I have not. Is there a link for that you could drop? Oh, you guys, hold on. Before I forget, I put this out here. Nora gave me this scratcher, and I don't do scratch-off tickets. So I won't use it as a scratch-off. I don't really buy those. I just don't feel I need that kind of look, I guess. But this is Nora the Stock Explorers. And I was going to show you guys. She sent it to me. It's pretty cool. It's got her friend Teddy the Scratcher on the other side. They do scratches. I pop in and say hi sometimes, but I'm really not into that stuff. So I still love her, and I still try to give her some support. But that's not what I spend my time watching, scratch-off tickets. It's not what I'm into. I'm not into stocks either. I like Nora as a person. She's a great girl. She's my good friend. But I'm just really not into stocks or tickets. It's just not my thing. It can be her thing. It can be your thing. Anybody can do whatever they want to. All right, let me see. Let me see what it says here. I'll do mine. Because I am in, let me look at my Time Lord here. I've got it wrote down. I've got chicken scratch papers all over my desk. I'm reorganizing my life over here. I'm always just running and going and studying and swooping I always make time for my workouts. I make time for my workouts before I make time for cleaning up my desk, if you'd like to know the truth. Because self-care is so important to me. And I will get to my desk eventually. Libra. I'm in a 10th house year with a Libra. So Venus is my Time Lord right now. And that's my perfection with Rio. Rio gave me this information. A deep evolution of self, she said. Rio. Perfection. So the progressed Venus is getting ready to move back in April of this year. In 4 months, right now, she's getting ready to jump from Gemini back into Taurus for me. So I'm going to be, even as I turn 46 years old in April, and I'm going into probably the 11th house here, I'll have to do my wheel again just to make sure. And then that'll change, but my Venus is still going retrograde back into Taurus. It moved into Gemini like in my 20s, and now it's going backwards. I've also got Neptune and Uranus and Pluto constantly going in reverse in my progress chart. All right, let me see this. Let me try this. Thank you, Lori. I think we're going to do some more astrology stuff with our members, too. And so I'll have to find out who's interested in that. I know some people would be. Sharon is interested in astrology. Rosie is interested in astrology. Desiree is a member of the channel. They're 99 cents a month for memberships. All right. Oh, UTC time. Oh my, that just took me back. Whoa, that just really, I don't know how to operate this thing. Huh. I'm going to have to play with this thing, Laura, because it took me to another page to try to do the calculator. Hold on, let me click on that again. Goodness sakes. Oh, dear Jesus. Human design. All right. Goodness gracious. That's where I need the UTC to find out what time I was born in UTC time. I have to click through all of this. Well, I was hoping more people would stop in. Very Merry Christmas to you, Julie, if she's still here. I know she was just traveling too. Okay, here's another thing I want to talk about. I need one social media platform, whether it's Discord or Telegram. I gotta make a decision because, okay, Rosie doesn't have Discord and Sharon doesn't have Discord. And those are two of my channel members and long-term friends. So Telegram is another place where I've got a group where I can drop videos. I can go live from there, but I don't know if any of the videos are saved there as well. Merry Christmas to you too. I love that Merry Christmas. I write it like that now because I studied so much about Mary Magdalene. Look, it's on my Nightbot. If you haven't seen that Mary Magdalene movie, I just love it. It's so good, you guys. If you love Jesus, like, I'm really getting, I think, so many downloads right now because the Mercury just went like right over my midheaven Scorpio, which mine is now in Sagittarius, my midheaven. Can you believe that right now? And so if I feel on fire for things, right, in higher learning, Sagittarius energy, all Jupiterian, and so I'm like, what the heck? If I feel fired up right now, it's because things even progress. But Mercury is now going to go back through Ophiuchus, which is where my Neptune is. My natal Neptune and my progressed Neptune, because Neptune's actually going backwards in my chart. Neptune is going backwards in my progressed chart, going toward Scorpio, not toward Sagittarius at all. And so with the Sun and Venus and Mercury that have all just traveled through Ophiuchus, I have like wanted to turn away from any outside information. Like, literally, I turned off even yoga. I paused everything for a minute. Because, for one, I'm getting a lot of signs that are for me, that I need to pay attention to. And I need to stop and listen when Spirit speaks. It happens very loudly. Spirit speaks to us all through numbers, codes, and we have to be paying attention. And we don't, here's a big thing. As unbelievable and amazing, as crazy as it is sometimes, we actually don't have to even tell anybody else about it because it's unbelievable. I started taking pictures after ayahuasca, screenshots of everything. I couldn't believe all of the syncs. Like, it just nonstop. Like when I'm fasting, that is how it works. It's almost like instant. I could be thinking about something, an answer comes, pop, pop, pop. And I was taking screenshots and sending it to people and having to tell everyone and telling them over and over and over. And I seriously was wasting a lot of energy because it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of energy that I was like putting out, trying to explain to someone and get people to believe me and feeling like I need to prove things to people. Like, oh my God, if I don't have a picture, they're not going to believe me because this is all too unreal, right? Oh dear, what are we doing? All right, so we can say, I'm trying to get the UTC for this. 4:08 p.m. So, whoops. $7:41. All right, it took me that long. Oh, 7:41. All right, that converter. All right, I got the Cosmic Human Design one. Yes, absolutely. Yes, in silence when necessary, Julie. You and I are having huge syncs and tuning in, and even alignments of when we don't talk for days and days, right? And then the things that come back, it's awesome. Even drops of Jupiter playing in the car for you. It's pretty amazing. And honestly, there are very few people, so I want to tell you thank you. There are very, very few people who have done ayahuasca and know what I'm talking about and are going through like the same freaking thing I'm going through that can even understand. So you, my friend, are a godsend. This is like a divine chance meeting. And even if some people haven't done it, they still can resonate with him. They too are a godsend because they can understand what the heck's going on and they didn't even have to do the Aya. It's been miraculous. I'm very grateful for Lori too. This is such a crazy journey we've been on this year. I was thinking about getting cards like these. Stock Explorer's got these that have like a YouTube channel on it. Stock Explorer, and then you can just scan the QR code, give people a business card. It came with her dog tag on it, the Stock Explorer. So, yeah, it's been pretty cool. All right, you guys, I'm going to go. We've been live for 70 minutes. I've got my cosmic human design chart. So I wonder what it says about I'm a generator still, Lori. It says I've got endless amounts of energy. On that other human design one, it said a generator. I have endless amounts of energy. Well, I don't know where that went. The other one. Heretic, hermit, incarnation, cross, a left angle cross of healing. People focused on maintaining the joy, quality of life through the love of being alive in a healthy body. Who have a I don't know how you say this word. It's SPECIFAL. Is that supposed to be special? Sensitivity to those struggling with disease. They are here to heal or be healed through medicine. That makes sense. Authority, the sacral. I generate from the sacral. Thank you for this, Lori. That's true, the generator does. That's the word that's on there that I'm trying to sound out. I don't know what that word is. I've never seen that word before. I'm not sure if it's a typo or what. Speckiful? Is that word speckiful? Or is it just a word special? Well, see, I was asking about the human design thing because I love you too. I love you and thank you. The human design is what Dashima, the yoga instructor, was talking about. I know she's in another chat too. I think Dr. Danny's live also. It says in human design, a generator is an energy type of about 70% of the population, defined by a consistent life force, the sacral center, for doing satisfying work. Their strategy is to wait to respond to life's opportunity, using their gut feelings, a yes or uh-huh sound for guidance rather than initiating, to find joy and avoid frustration. They are the world's builders, creators, and doers, needing to engage in meaningful work they love to feel energized and fulfilled. So let me pin that thing Lori did to the top. This is the human design. She's a manifesting generator. All right, yeah. So here's this. The That link Lori dropped is our human design, cosmichumandesign.com. All right. So if you want to know what your human design chart is, here you go. This is for True Sky. Mine's still set I'm a generator, but it'll give me different numbers than when it pulls it up tropically. That's a lot of run-on words. It makes it kind of hard to read that chart, but it'll be all right. I'll figure it out. Thank you, Lori. Profile 5-2, heretic, hermit, incarnation cross. Very interesting. There's even a 2 and a 4 at the top of my triangle there. That's pretty cool. So, oh yeah, see, and it just came to me through Master Your Own Energy. I'm still at the beginning of the workshops with Dashima. Like, I am almost done with the Journey to Joyful, and I should just finish it. But something's told me to pause and listen for right now. And when I feel called by my gut to pick it up again, that's exactly what makes so much sense with the generator. Using their gut feelings for guidance and initiating when they feel the need, right? When you feel the need, you're going by your feelings, not what anybody else thinks you need to do, ever in life. If you are really in tune with the spirit and what's for you in your life, you're going to tune into your things. You're not numbed out. This is why it's really so important not to numb ourselves out. Whether it be with alcohol, with constant busyness, with marijuana, with everything. I know it can be really intense sometimes, but it's so very important to stay tuned in and aware so that we can hear clearly from spirit, so that we can see clearly, so that we're not constantly distracted by all of the world's busyness. Jesus did say many would take the wide path that leads to destruction. And what is it? Prayer is when we talk to God, the divine, whatever you call creator, God, goddess. Meditation is when we listen. But we can get in our ego of self-serving and we need this and we're running around trying to accomplish this in our going, doing energy, nonstop, go, 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 do, 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 that we don't always stop to listen. We don't pause. We're constantly intaking from that book. It's a Buddhist book by Thich Nhat Hanh. It's called The Power of Silence in a World Full of Noise. That's always telling you, sending you more stuff to watch and more stuff to listen to, and here's more and here's more and more and more and more and more and more. So your watch list is forever growing and you never have time to watch it. I always tell people I'll save it for later. And I don't even get to almost everything people send me because I'm busy. I'm like working, I'm like going to school. Right now I'm wrapping presents and trying to take care of 100 million things at once. And I don't listen to videos when I do that. Can you hear what's playing right now? Pie Tribe. Trauma healing music. Frequencies. Sounds. With a black screen, there's nothing on the screen. There's no words to dominate my consciousness. There's nothing telling me what to do. That's how my own thoughts can flow again. I listen to a lot of electronic music. I was a raver. I used to go to raves, electronic drums and bass. And lots of that is just frequencies. I listen to violins like Lindsey Sterling that are different frequencies going faster with drums and things with no words. Like Beethoven, All of the geniuses used to listen to classical music when they studied, because these music and these frequencies do something, and you can move differently. You'll create. I listened to Lindsey Sterling, and I was listening to Mozart, and Beethoven, and symphonies when I was looking at the different trees of life. And I was looking at that, what is that picture? It's not a Da Vinci thing. It's, I can't think of the man. And he's kind of like this, but there's even a star there. And I ordered a compass and a protractor and rulers, and I got good Ticonderoga pencils and good erasers, and I started stenciling all of this together with classical music on after my daughter transcended this world. I was not hardly talking on social media. I was channeling. I was learning about the tarot deck. These are all the planets. There's Pluto inside of you, because this is the human temple. This is the human design. You are the tree of life. This is the masculine energies from Saturn, Mars, and Mercury that's connected to the left side of your brain on the right side of the body. Inside you, not out in the heavens. That's the grand illusion. Everyone's looking out instead of in. This is the feminine side, with Neptune, Jupiter, and Venus, that's connected to the right side of your brain. Even your left ear is connected to the right side of your brain, and your right ear is connected to the left side of your brain. Down the middle pillar is the sun at your solar plexus and the moon at your sacral. So I'm a generator working from my sacral. And do you know why I'm following the lunar cycle so closely? Generator is a powerful, consistent, and sustainable. They have stamina for work they enjoy. The aura is open and enveloping, designed to take life in and draw opportunities to them. Generators' purpose is to engage in work that brings satisfaction and joy, generating energy for themselves and the world. So the strategy is wait to respond. Listen to your gut instead of thinking. Wait for internal prompts, people, ideas, situation, and listen for the guttural yes, or no response from your sacral center. The moon is at your sacral. Not passive. Waiting to respond means staying present and aware, not sitting idle, not twiddling your thumbs. It's about allowing life to come to you, not always chasing, right? When we stop chasing and trying to control everything, the universe has room to deliver. When we stop trying to fix, manage, and control everything to go our way, and we allow the universe to deliver what we need, who we need, when we need it, it's quite miraculous. But the trick is letting go of controlling everything and making it our way. Because our ego can get very distorted. And when we are doing things solely for personal gain and not also things like for the collective, if our whole mission, one of the things I'm learning through shamans' teachings and things, and I've learned by experience by getting ripped off by shamans and things like that, is that when people are in things solely for the money, and solely in it for personal gain, it's really, really not the most pure intentions. When money is the intention, and that's the whole goal behind things, and the whole reason we're doing things for personal gain, for money. Like, I really, truly have burned $20 bills with prayers for America. Fasting and praying. For all the lives lost to addiction. For all of the horrible things, the failed mental health system, all of the things lost, like my daughter's life lost, and all the pharmaceuticals, because that's all of the doctors there care about. They're pushing all of these prescriptions because it keeps them paid. Keeping us sick keeps them paid. They love money more than me. They love money more than people. Those doctors that have kept me drugged, and that's part of the thing, coming off at doing ayahuasca, got me off all the pharmaceuticals I was on. I was heavily sedated under a spell, lots of spells, and I had to break free from all of that. And I quit paying them to take all of their prescriptions. And so the love of money, it's not the money itself, it's the love of money that is the root of all evil. It keeps us wanting more and more and more. Jesus was a very humble teacher. As I said earlier in this video, he did not have $1 billion house on the beach. He knew that his Father in heaven was going to provide a fish when he was hungry. And he kept it walking, and he picked an apple off of a tree. That is called faith. That is called working for God to give the message to the people, not for personal gain. That is called humility. He said, pack lightly, you're not going to need much. And that was Jesus' message. That the truth is inside of you. So even though we can manifest, and we're powerful generators and manifestors, we need to not let greed as well get to our head. I'm really about to donate a whole bunch of my old clothes and things. And I'm even gonna, I've been really thinking about buying packs of socks and t-shirts and things to take out to people who really need it. Especially this time of year. I had a really nice old navy coat that I just sat on the park bench one day. And I said, God, I know you know who needs this coat. And they're going to walk by and they're going to be able to find it right when they need it. Because that is how the universe works. That is how our Creator works. And I started losing things that I didn't need after ayahuasca. I'm talking about luggage full of clothes that tested my faith. It's been a test of faith all along. That even when I was panicking, where's my clothes? They've lost my luggage in LA. What am I going to do? I'm in Albuquerque. And now the Lord's got jokes because it's snow and a blizzard and I don't have any clothes and I don't have a winter coat. And lo and behold, at the next bus stop, a homeless man showed up and he had a bunch of clothes for me. And people gave me a coat. God said, my dear child, I know exactly what you need. Do you have faith that what you need will present itself in divine time? Rolling Stones wrote a song about it. We can't always get what we want, but if we try sometimes, we just might find we get what we need. And that, my friends, is the message even of Jesus. Faith, knowing what we need in our life, knowing who we need in our life. Really. So I'm going to go, you guys. I hope everybody who spends the holidays alone, take yourself somewhere to do something nice. Go sit in the park if you can. I'm going to go tomorrow, I think, because it's Christmas Eve. And it's going to be 60 and 70 degrees for the 65 degrees the next couple of days. We're having a heat wave for Christmas. So it's beautiful. We won't even know what to do with ourselves. So I will tell you that I'm very, very grateful for this year. I'm very, very grateful for all of my dear friends. Merry, Merry Christmas to you. If you are having a Christmas with your family, that's a wonderful blessing. And don't forget to even thank your lucky stars for all the people in your life. Because like I said, when people are alone for the holidays, it can be a really sad time. It can be a challenging time. And so some people can struggle with seasonal depression and all of those things that go along with it. That's why it's important to do something good for yourself. I'll end with this. The other day, my mom said to my dad, you know, Tony, you really need to start taking better care of yourself. And he said, oh, yeah? And I said, hey, Dad, you know, I run a YouTube channel where I teach people what we need to do to take better care of ourselves. If you ever want to tune in. And he laughed and said, oh, yeah? I said, yeah, I've been running it for about 6 years now. It's going pretty good, and we've almost got 2,000 subscribers. So if you ever want to join in on how to take better care of yourself, we all have great ideas for what we can do to take better care of ourselves. So who knows? You never know who you're inspiring. Like I've said this all along. I keep saying the same thing. So I thank you all. I'll see you guys probably before the new year. We'll come and say Happy New Year. Maybe we'll have a Happy New Year little get together. Even though there's going to be a lot of people at my house on Christmas Eve. Tomorrow there's going to be a lot of people here and there on New Year's Eve even. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll go live sometime. I love you all so much. Have a very Merry Christmas. And we'll see you next time. I love you all. Peace be with you. I have to do it this way. I don't know how else to end it.